Hey everyone, it's Kelsey here, and today I have my Project Life to share with you guys. And you guys have worn me down and made me believe that I need to go back to Project Life and doing it weekly instead of monthly. So this is week 14, which is the first week of April, the first full week of April. And I added in the first few days of April simply because since I was doing Project Life monthly, that's just the way it worked out that I had a few extra days to sandwich in there. But I decided I'm going to keep up on Project Life. So far, I've done January and February. I haven't done my March because I wanted to stay current on April. So I just did the first week of April. So yeah, I have to admit I'm a little bit excited about doing Project Life weekly again. Although I liked the time constraints of the monthly and how it was so much easier to get done, but I have to admit it was really fun doing Project Life weekly again. So here we go. This is a design a page protector, which I just picked because it worked with my photos and I haven't done my March Project Life, so I don't know how that's going to end, but now it's going to end on a design A, which shouldn't really be a problem. And I'm mostly working with the Crate Paper Craft Market collection and the spring card set from Studio Calico that came out, I believe, in February or March. So that's mostly what I'm going to be working with. And I have to admit, I think one of my blocks with Project Life doing it weekly had been I didn't love the monthly kits coming from Studio Calico anymore. As you guys may have seen my haul from the Hip Kit Club, I switched from Project Life Studio Calico kits to regular scrapbooking hip kits. So I'm really liking the difference and the change. But I also love doing my spreads with just a regular collection, not even necessarily mini Project Life cards. I just like the embellishments and the stickers and the wood veneer pieces. I just think it coordinates easier. And especially because this collection from Crate Paper had a lot of spring colors and elements, and that's really what I was going for during this week. So there you can see I used that spring is in the air card, put a Crate Paper wood veneer in there, and put some thickers in there. And then I am going through the Crate Paper Craft Market embellishments just to kind of see, or the ephemera pack, I should say, just to see what will work with this layout. There was a lot of floral elements and hearts. There was a pink bunny that I end up using because this was Easter week, but just lots of great pieces in here. And I've been wanting to layer more on my Project Life and um, like pocket style pages in general. So yeah, I think this is going to be the way to go. So I mentioned it in another video, but I've been totally impressed by Adele Toomey over on YouTube. She just, whenever she shows how much she's got left over from a kit, it just amazes me that she's got so little left over that she's able to use so many of her products. And that's just absolutely inspirational to me. So I'm trying to use up more of my stash. That's been a huge goal of mine this year. I've talked about it quite a bit, but yeah, I think that getting my stash used up is so important. I'm in a limited space here and I just need to use more of my stuff so that I'm not getting overwhelmed. So, layering, layering, layering. That's the name of the game. Or it starts out that way. And the end, I just kind of filled the pockets. Um, anyway, so I'm putting that little April tag with some gold glitter on the chocolate bunny photo, and it's also got my nail in there from the jamboree nails that I put on for Easter. And so it's kind of very Eastery spread on this side. I also cut down a box. We get this just once a month. We get this little box called Graze, and it's got little snacks in it. And we're just trying it out for a couple months just to see if we like it. Um, and the box this month was super cute. So I cut it out into a 4x6 format, and then I ended up liking the opposite side better. So I put that in there, but just always remember to look through your packaging and look through business cards or receipts or something else that you might have picked up during the week, and it might be something interesting to include in your project life. Especially if you think about it ahead of time, you might be able to make a copy of it because I know receipts oftentimes will fade just because the transfer paper is pretty cheap. Um, so I know the ink fades on those, but if you think ahead, you can make a copy of it and save your receipts just because I think it's kind of interesting, just something different. So the second half of this week is on a Design F page protector. And again, using a lot of these spring cards. This one, I liked the sentiment, but I didn't love it. And I didn't like the opposite side, so I thought this would work better as a filler card for that photo, and the photo fits right in there. I did cut down a couple of pieces of 6x6 paper from the Craft Market paper pad, and I really liked doing that, but I have to say it is nice to have some ready-made filler cards that you don't have to decorate or don't have to really do anything to. So that is something I'll keep in mind whenever I'm working with some newer collections, is maybe I'll pull out a few Project Life cards that I think will work in the 3x4 and 4x6 size, just because there's so many patterns that you can't write on or that you can't just work with very easily, I guess I should say. And I just really, it's important for me to be able to have some readily available filler cards. So here I took this teal and navy striped paper, and I'm going to mat that photo on there. And then I think I also cut down another photo and mat it on there, but I'm not sure. So we'll just keep going with this card for now. So I'm going to do some journaling right next to this photo. This it's not really about the photo. It just took place the same night because I remembered to take a photo. So I'm going to do some journaling next to that card, hopefully, and I think anyway. And but for now, I'm just going to embellish this card. I just put a little sticker behind there and a little chipboard heart, and I really like the way that looked. Yeah, this is where I'm going to mount it. So I cut out this piece of paper. It's also from Craft Market. I got it at Michael's. So it's the really thin sheets of paper, not as thick as regular cardstock. And so since it was so flimsy, and whenever I cut it, it was a little bit smaller than a 3x4 size. It has the 12 months of the year, but for some reason they weren't full 3x4 sizes. So it was a little too small for that pocket, so that's why I mounted it on that teal and navy paper. But I kind of tied it back into the rest of the layout, so I thought that worked really well, and I was happy with that. I also used this ampersand and this heart just to kind of decorate and bring that teal in some more. I always try to use up those ampersands. I have trouble using them, so this was kind of the perfect layout, or the perfect card for me to put an ampersand on. And then just going to tuck that in the pocket. Here's where I was like, okay, I just don't want to embellish on those, or this one probably. So I've been trying to use more word stickers, just because I feel like it gives you a little caption or a small sentiment, and you don't have to do a lot of thinking, I guess. But so I've been using some of the word stickers, but it's also something that I kind of forget about. So I'm going to put this gold label, and I like where I put it on the first photo, but then on the second one, I can't really find it. So I ended up cutting this in actually 3 pieces and using it on multiple cards, which turned out all right. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. And it got me a little caption area on all of those, and it also tied the gold back in onto 3 spots. So yeah, don't love it, don't hate it, but it got the job done. So that's pretty much going to wrap up for week 14. So thank you guys for inspiring me to go back to weekly in my project life. And if you want to see a still photo of this, it's over on Instagram. So go on over to Instagram and follow me. I'm at Kelsey D. Noble. Thanks so much for watching, guys.